All right, we're live, Akin.
Khan. Hey, Shalom. All
Shalom.
right. Brothers from Great Millstone, Montreal, Great Millstone, Charlotte,
That's
coming
right.
back. Another lesson to edify the sheep of Yasharallah. So before we get started with the lesson, we want to give all honor, praises, and glory to
To
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai, Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Rachakwadash.
Dash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule
That's right.
well. And
That's
peace
right.
and salutation to the elect that's out there laboring in all truth and sincerity to you. We say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. And pretty much in this lesson, man, we wanted to get on, these sellout so-called celebrities of our nation, man. All right, because as you've been seeing, and not being too distracted by it, but still paying attention to what's going on with this situation with Diddy and all these other celebrities that continually are being, exposed to know all the wickedness that's going on behind the scenes in Hollywood and these different parts of America, man. Because hey, these devils have set up, the pretty much the avenue for our people to try to escape the curses. And in order for them to do that, they have to, defile themselves and do all type of wicked abominations and denounce Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. So, we just wanted to, go into this. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. And, we just get right into it. So you got it, bro.
Right. So since you mentioned that, because you mentioned about these celebrities, these things are being revealed now. Let's get Luke 12
Spirit.
and verse. You got that on deck?
I just thought about it. 12 and 2.
But you know what? Matter of fact, I'll do Luke 8 and verse 17. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." Right? So these people being exposed, that's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai exposing them, because everything has to come to the surface. Right? Before this devil is taken down, his whole system is going to be revealed and uncovered. Okay, along with you people that are joined unto the system, right, in a wicked covenant, you're going to be discovered and revealed as well. I just want to get this as well. I want to get Isaiah 47, right, because Esau being taken down, the first part of that is him being exposed.
That's right.
Right, because we're bringing out this truth, and the scriptures say that what the Heavenly Father confirmeth the words of his servant. So he's going to prove that the apostles and elders and the brothers under them that have been teaching this truth have been bringing out the facts, right? And that these Edomites are liars. So it says, this is for Isaiah 47 and verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne." Matter of fact, let me jump down to verse 3. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen." See, so all these things that are being revealed is a shame unto Babylon, it's a shame unto Esau, and it's a shame unto you people who follow after them. You see, speaking of you wicked jakes, you niggas, okay, that sell your soul to get comfort in this world. That's what you're selling it for that comfort of these FRN notes, the praise and the fame, right? All of that is going to lead to your shame, right? It says, you want to say something, bro?
No, you got it.
Okay, it says, "I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." So after you're exposed and you're revealed completely, then Yahweh Shai is going to come back and take you over and finish the job. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because what's been, coming out, which the apostles and the elders been speaking about this for years, man. Brothers been into the Illuminati thing, years before we came into the truth and all that. These things is common knowledge now, but it's just the amount of detail of what these people are actually into is what's really, being exposed more and more. And it goes to show you that these have to be the Israelites, because in the scriptures, it goes into detail about Jake's idolatrous ways and how they used to serve these idols and different things they used to do. And so when we're hearing about what's being done in Hollywood and these different things, we understand, number one, that Esau Edom is the devil, because he is making our people knowingly commit these abominations, man. All right. And our people, not having any integrity, they're knowingly going and selling their souls to this devil, like the brother said, for the fame, the fortune, the acclaim and all that. But our job as being the prophets is to warn All right, you other Jakes out there, not to be, enamored by these celebrities, man, because they're nobodies, in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because a man that's willing to throw away his integrity, man, that's the worst type of person you could be, man.
That's
You
right.
know. And I had a quick one, real quick. So I said that
Come on.
this is Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9. It says, "Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such as one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels." Right. And so Yahweh Shemal Shah said, there's nothing more wicked than a covetous man, because these Jakes, with that covetous eye, will literally give up everything to get, on the same level as Esau, man. And that means, touching their toes. That means sacrificing a person that they know. If that means, drinking blood, eating feces, drinking
Yeah.
whatever, killing babies, whatever that they're told to do, they do it without hesitation, because they want that fame, man. And a lot of it too, what's coming out is these Jakes that went and did those deals. A lot of them try to be remorseful about it, but they've been blackballed, or not blackballed, blackmailed into continuing on with those ways, because Esau has incriminating evidence on them, to where if they refuse to comply, Esau will leak that, and they'll destroy their lives, man. So this is why at the end of the day, the Lord warns us all throughout the scriptures, especially in the Proverbs, about when thou gettest to a rich man, not to take part in any of his dainties, man, because then you give him something to hold over you, man.
Right.
So you're supposed to hold your integrity fast to the end, man.
Right. I wanted to go into Eleazar, right? Right, because Eleazar, he kept his integrity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He kept his integrity, and I was here looking for the proper place to start, right? Because they wanted him to be an example, just like they want you Israelites, the wicked celebrity Israelites, to be an example for the other Israelites, right? And influence them to follow their ways. That's why you have a Sexy Red. That's why you have a Little Uzi Vert. That's why you have these Lil Nas X. These guys were created. These guys were developed. You see what I'm saying? They didn't just pop up on the scene and because they grew a fan base organically. No, they were developed and given a fan base.
Right.
Okay,
this is what
given
you call
the
Slaki.
No.
I was gonna say this. That's what you call they say it's an industry plant. Somebody that they just put in there, and then all of a sudden they just blow up, man. That's how you know that they're
right.
Like you said, they were developed, man.
Right. Because you see, like Sexy Red, she got all these. Drake is popping up in her videos, and what does she have to do with Drake? Right? What Drake just likes her personality so much. He's a hood booker. Drake's not even from the hood. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she's a super duper like a extreme level 20 hood booker, right? Yeah. What does Drake have to do with her? What does he have in common with her? He's not even from the hood. You understand? He's not even from the hood in Toronto. He's from the suburbs. He says that in his song, right? So he's not comfortable when you hear him talk. He doesn't really vibe with that type of individual like that, because his label told him, listen, we want whoever's handlers are, we want you to promote this chick. We want you to be seen with this chick. Okay. Why? Because this is the direction they're going. This is the direction they want you Israelite women to go in.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, before you get to the account, I had a quick precept.
Absolutely.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. To sum up what you said, it says, "The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them." All right. And so, like the brother was saying, man, Esau will develop these characters that he puts out for you Jakes to mold yourselves after, because they know that our people are very visual people, and so they look up to our people that quote unquote made it in this world. So what they'll do is they'll bring them on in a somewhat wholesome light, and then over time, as they begin to blow up more, that's when Esau begins to turn them, and then you start seeing them become more and more wicked. And that in turn is how our people have degraded as a nation, man.
Absolutely.
Because when you look at the generations that have passed, every generation it got worse and worse, to the point now, to like you were saying, the generation's role models is motherfuckers like Sexy Red, Little Uzi Vert, these weirdos, man. All
Yeah.
right, and hip hop was one of the main engines that was used to push all this, the Mo agenda, Satanism, and all these different the drugs, selling drugs. And now it's focused on the users, man. So
God.
Esau used hip hop as a psyop, and they actually said that it was a psyop to destroy the nation of Israel, man. So, like I said, Esau knows that he needs Jake to push that agenda because he himself can't do it by on his own. So he'll get these sellout coon Jakes to pretty much do the work for him, man. And Jake, as we know, make everything they do sexy. So Jake has made sin sexy, man.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Jake, well, the scriptures say that you have taught the wicked one your ways. They got all this shit they got from Jake any damn way.
True.
The masonry and all, going back to the medieval times, man. Jake was into that shit. Okay. This is Second Maccabees 6 and verse 18. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes and aged men, and you can stop me whenever you want, brother, of course. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes and aged men, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. Why did they want him? Because he was a principal scribe. Okay, he was of high rank. People looked up to him. Okay, it says, but he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment. You see that? This was a man of great integrity, right? This is a man of the elect. The rest of you people, you would have ate the swine. Okay, those of you that are not of the elect, and that's what you guys are doing spiritually now. Okay,
right.
It says,
if I could add to you, because Esau, as we know, Satan, how one of his methods of trying to get you to go off, man, he'll try to spin his words in a way to make you question whether if what you're doing is really wrong. All right.
That's true.
And so what he was doing, he told Eleazar, it was like, look, you wouldn't even have to eat it. Just say you ate it if I jumped the gun, Salakia.
It's all good. We're about to get into it, but it's okay. We'll go back.
Yeah,
we'll continue.
But the main point, that you was making was pretty much he understood the influence he had, man. So I just wanted to get that real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. And Eleazar, he knew that. He knew that the influence of what his name held, so he didn't want to stain his name by, committing sin. And that will cause other Israelites that looked up to him and follow after him to do the same thing, man.
Right. That's it. Like, hey, a good name, right? But also, and another thing too, these guys, their conscience is defiled too.
Yeah.
Not even if people didn't know what was going on deep down, they know that they did the wickedness they did behind closed doors. And that stays with them. It says, but he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment, as it behoved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. But they that had the charge of the wicked feast for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as, so he didn't even have to eat the pig. He could have took a lamb. He could have took chicken, but they would have painted it like it was pig. They would have painted it like it was swine that he was eating, right? Technically, he's not sinning, right? Because he's eating a lawful meat, right? But listen, it says, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if he did eat to the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king, that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years and the honor of his gray head, which that's something you niggas don't have, is honor.
Yep.
Whereon was come and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore he answered accordingly and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave. So instead of even deceiving the people to make it seem like he ate the swine, right? He said, nah, send me to death. I'm not gonna, first of all, I'm not gonna stain my name, and I'm not gonna deceive these people into doing things that go against Heavenly Father. That's like Esau coming to us and saying, listen, you don't gotta take the chip, right? Just act like you take the chip. Fuck that. Fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? We're not doing either of that. You understand? Because guess what? What's that going to do? That's going to cause other people to take the chip.
Exactly.
Right? And that's blood on our hands. You see? So Eliezer, he took that stance. With you Jakes, you don't reject. Very few of you reject going through those doors to do what you have to do.
Exactly.
Very few of you, and those are the ones that you don't hear about anymore.
Because I actually had a brother tell me an account. He actually met it was one of the aspiring up and coming rappers back years ago, and when I was in high school. I don't know if you're familiar with that group, Travis Porter. I think that was the name. They was like around like when the South was popping for real. And so pretty much the brother was saying that he had picked him up in the Uber or whatever, and he was asking him like, yo, y'all was like blowing up, like what happened? And he was saying that he got his group got took to one of the executive office, and they showed him a video of Brian McKnight being a sodomite, man. And they was like, yo, we ain't down with this shit. And that was the end of their career after they denied that, man. Because that's what Satan wants you to do, man. All right, these damn devils, they let it be known, like, look, if you want to you want to make it, you're gonna have to do some favors for us, man. Like in that interview with Noriega, he told you, it's doors you got to go through, which is why you see, the images, and we, mainly speaking on music, but this is in all doors, in every avenue, whether you're an athlete, an entertainer, everybody gets approached by these devils at some point, man.
Yeah.
Even amongst the circumcision, we didn't see Esau that infiltrated this as well, man. All right, like the brother was saying, you got a bunch of grimy, wicked ass Israelites with no integrity, no honor that took the fucking purse, man.
Right. Which matter of fact that you say that, one of the brothers in my camp, the brother Amwas, he was on his way to become a big producer. He was worked with certain people, and he was about to sign a particular deal to, with one of these big companies, something along those lines, and basically they said, listen, but are you a Mason? Right? He said no. He's like, well, we can't sign this deal with you because you're not a Mason. You got to be a Mason first.
Wow.
Right? Wow. So so they said, listen, you got to become a Mason, which is witchcraft. Okay, that's the first level of the Illuminati, quote unquote, if you will. Right? You start off there, and then you move on to after the 33rd degree and so on and so forth. You start to go to a higher level. But hey, they're showing you right there, you have to be down with their rituals in order to make it far in this world. Okay.
I'm trying to find this precept, because what you were saying, because that makes sense though, because Jake State and got privy to that. You understand why it's a fucking Masonic lodge in literally every city, because Esau is always looking to recruit, because he knows it's a Jake ready to sell out everywhere, which is why the Lord gave us specific instructions, on how to look out for these things, and if you are in a situation, what to do. Which one of the examples is this. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:22. It says, abstain from all appearance of evil. Okay. And as you grow in these scriptures, the Lord explains to you more and more of what evil looks like, man. And that's everything that goes outside of what Yahweh Shem Yahushua deems as righteous, man. Okay?
That's right.
So as an Israelite, man, we're supposed to abstain from all appearances of evil. And as we know, this world is completely wicked. So everything that the world uplifts, it promotes, we're supposed to hate that, man, because we understand the ins and outs of why these things are being pushed, man, and it all goes back to some form of idolatry, man. All right, some
That's
form
right.
of wickedness, man. Okay, that's why the scriptures tell you, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Okay, because all the things that are in the world is of Satan, because this is his kingdom, man. He told
Right.
you that in Matthew 7, man.
Well, there's a scripture which says that the beginning of sin, idolatry is the beginning of all wickedness or all sin,
Yeah,
something like that.
I get
So
that for you.
yeah, so yeah, con. So that's showing you it's all tied to these idols, man. You know, like the music is full of idolatry. It's full of symbolism, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had Foxy Brown back in the day. He had a song called Il Nana,
Mm-hmm.
which that's tied to a god, man, a goddess.
Yeah,
You know, on the left hand side,
yeah.
right? You have
I was gonna say, just expounding on the Il Nana. That's that spirit why all these bitches is getting BBLs. That's what
right,
that go back to.
right. And I think is it her or is it Shiva that has the tongue out all the time?
She's one of them. She's one of many.
Right.
There's many
It might be
names.
Ilnana. It might be Ilnana that has the tongue out all the time. That's why they always have their tongue out. They always sticking their tongue out, man.
Yeah, because like I said,
Um,
that she comes in many names. Because that's just one of the names, like
okay,
Semiramis,
con.
Ishtar and all that. Because
Yeah.
these idols are just repackaged, but they're all the same. They go back to the same thing.
Mm, mm. That's
But
facts. That's true.
I got you. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14.
And
Verse,
I want to say this too real quick.
you got it?
And Drake, he got the owl, right? He deals with the OVO. He has the owl. What does that go back to? That goes back to Molech, man.
Yep.
See, these people are not putting these images out and doing these things for no reason, right? They get blessings on the left hand. Oh, Kali. Oh, Thawada. The elder put it there. Elder Ramya put it up here. Kali. So the goddess is Kali, right?
Mm-hmm.
The goddess is Kali. That's the one who has her tongue always out. Does she go by that name as well, brother? Or you're not?
I know that's the Elamite guy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's the Elam.
I haven't
Yeah.
looked into that one though.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So ultimately, what was I gonna say? Drake has the OVO, and it goes back to Molech. Oh, right. These guys are not doing it for no reason. They get spiritual blessings on the left-hand side by doing these things, by doing these different rituals. Why do you think LeBron James, he does that before the games? They actually get spiritual blessings on the left-hand side when they do these things. The guy, the battle rapper QP, I did a lesson on him years ago, and I showed this to the brother too, the brother Zakar. But basically what he said was, he said straight up, he'll tell you straight up in the interview, he said, listen, yeah, I sold my soul to the devil. Yeah. And he said why he did it. He said it's because his daughter had a tumor, right? So he was scared that his daughter was going to die. So he prayed that, basically he made a deal with Satan to take that tumor away, and he'll serve him. And the next day the tumor was gone. Wow. So you can get spiritual blessings on the left-hand side. And another thing that he said too was that he, the reason why he puts certain things in his name, like 666 and different symbolisms in his name, because he gets blessings for it, right? So these things are not for no reason. These are spiritual sacrifices, but they're not going to tell you. See, he's just being honest. That's rare. See, they're not going to tell you, listen, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Most of them are not going to say that, but if you know, you know. All right. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good, bro. That's all good information, because like one thing that was mentioned in one of the videos that we was talking about, you had that rapper YK Osiris. You have a lot of these guys after they sell out, they realize what they did, they cry and they start exposing themselves or whatever. And he was saying, like, you think a lot of us, get on because of talent. It's not about talent. It's because we got to do things. We got to do things behind the scenes, and you're not really made privy in detail about the people that's doing it. Up until really now it's being brought out more, because these people don't give a fuck anymore, man. We're in a time of exposure to where Yahweh Shemal Shai is letting this all be known, because, like I said, we're in Babylon, ancient Egypt. These are the same shit that was being done back then, man. The same idols being served was the main ones, like we always talk about, like you said, Molech, Ishtar, Baal Peor. These are all they Baphomet. These are all these same gods that just keep coming back every time we get into different captivities. Like I said, they're just renamed and repackaged, man.
Yep.
All right, like Scripture say, there's nothing new under the sun, man. And
Yep.
Esau, he knows this because when during the Ptolemaic Empire, when he took over Egypt, he was studying those Hamitic customs and rituals, man. And then he perfected it. He went and looked at Babylon, man. All the ancient captivities that had us in slavery, he went and took it. That's why he was able to capture our minds like how he has, man.
That's right.
But this
That's
is
right.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. It said, matter of fact, I saw the 11. It says, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise, because Jake is still seeking after these idols to this day, man. With all the information that comes out about what these things that these people are doing and what it goes back to, it's still a stumbling block to the Jakes that's simple out there, because they still thinking that they just doing this. Like you said, these Jakes are told to put these things in their music, to say the things that they're saying. Like, is another example, just to add to what you're saying. You have that guy West Side Gun, from Griselda, that's blowing up and
Yeah,
the
fucking
Buffalo, New
weirdo.
York. Yeah, and he calls himself the Fly God. The elder Pashai brought that out. Fly God goes back to Beelzebub. That was the name for Beelzebub, man. So all these Jakes, they're told what to do. Like you said, they're being blessed by these different demons. That's why they continue to do what they do, man.
That's the guy with the little kid voice.
Yeah,
That's the
the
guy with
ad
the little
libs
kid
and shit.
voice. Yeah, which I don't like Griselda any goddamn way. To me, they're corny as hell, bro. I like the old school shit, but to me, they're corny personally. But there's another dude, the dude with the sideways mouth.
Conway.
Conway, yeah, whatever his name is, man. Sideways mouth. He basically he was wearing a dress, man.
Yeah, with Diddy.
Yeah, he put on that dress, man. So we know what that's about, bro. We know what this is about. These dudes didn't come from the hood. Where do you see in the hood? Go look in the hood. Go to your average hood, your average project, and show me dudes walking around with dresses, man. There's a reason they're doing what they're doing. Now there's a big trend of them wearing nail polish. You got that basketball player. He got a nail polish deal. Why are they looking for men for nail polish deals? It's rituals, man. And he got paid. He got paid very well for that.
Oh yeah.
Because when he has showing his nails, he got a big smile on his face. You see what I'm saying? So these guys are being used to push rituals on the people, man. Right? The elder said, look what happened to Outkast from back in the day. Yeah. Right? Okay. Andre. Yeah, well. What happened to him? What does he mean?
Andre 3000.
He fell off.
Yeah, he started bugging out too, man. He got with Erykah Badu, who was a big ass witch.
Oh, that witch.
And bugged out. And that's why, eventually, like you said, they ended up, falling off and breaking up, because Andre 3000's so-called grew a conscience, and he wanted to step away from the music business. But nigga, you already sold out. You already, did what you had to do, man. So you ain't no going back. The devil got you, nigga. But I wanted to add to what you were saying, because you said the whole dress thing, that's a ritual, right? So I have this site. It's called We Are Practicing Baal Peor Worship like Israel of old. We must repent before it's too late. So it's this PDF that the site made going into the different idols and idol worship. So it goes into Molech, Ashereth, Baal Peor, and so off of what you said, I wanted to go into this with dealing with Baal Peor. Which Baal Peor means the Lord of the opening. All right, so it says the cleft or opening to which Peor referred to was the woman's genital part. The goddess Ashereth was the representation of the female genital part, while Molech was the representation of the male genital part. While all immoral sex acts were considered an homage to Baal, the worship of Baal Peor was considered to be the most obscene. The temples have dedicated male and female prostitutes, priests and priestesses, and anal and oral sex were practiced by the same or opposite sex in order to commune with Baal Peor. While male prostitutes participated in the act, only the feminine principle was glorified. men had to sacrifice his manhood to join in on the act. In
Mhm.
either case, he effeminized himself. This brought glory to Baal Peor because the worshiper had to abase himself both physically and spiritually before it cleft.
Yeah, the biggest spiritual power they get is by dealing with a man, right? By man on man action, specifically a little boy. That's
Yeah,
what Aleister Crowley said, right?
sex magic.
That's the highest form of that sex magic, right? On the left hand side. So they understand that because women are wicked naturally any goddamn way. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
they're kissing on women from time they were young. That's not a
Mm-hmm.
big thing like that. But when you deal with a man, not saying it's wicked, they're both wicked, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
but when you get a man to do that, man, there's heavy demons that are tied to that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So finishing out back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12, it says, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life." And that's exactly, what has always been Israel's problem, man. All right, we were always enticed, by the idol worship of the heathen, you know, and so that's why the Lord in Jeremiah 10:2 told us, not to follow the ways of the heathen, man, because the Lord he gave us a proper way to, abide in, which is the law, statutes, commandments. And when you go into those, law, statutes, commandments, there are instructions on how to keep your spirit pure, how to keep everything pure, man. It's the law of cleanliness, order, just different things like that, man. And so when you go into the heathen, all right, the heathen they had no order, man. They literally did whatever the flesh wanted to do, which is why you hear about them doing all these obscene acts, such as like the Egyptians, all right, how they will practice bestiality to try to bring in those retarded ass gods that they worship, man. You know, so different things like that is why the Lord told us to be separate from these heathen, man.
This is Leviticus 26:1. It says, "Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it." And that's the key. It's not about
Yeah,
not making any image. You can make an image. I have images in my house. I got a plant. I got different things. Lions.
yeah.
That's not what it's speaking about. King Solomon had images
Mm-hmm.
that the scriptures write about, right? When he was righteous. So it's not speaking about having an image, it's speaking about bowing down to those images. In other words, serving those images.
That's right.
Okay. It says to bow down. Matter of fact, let me read that again. It says, "Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am Yahweh your God." You see that? So that's completely against the law what they're doing, right? Because they're not necessarily going to a statue and bowing down to the statue, but you're worshiping it in your actions. You're paying reverence to it. Let's look up the word. Matter of fact, let's look up the word worship. Let's go and look up the word worship in the Google definition and see what it says here. Okay, so the meaning of the word worship, it says the feeling or expression of reverence and adoration for a deity. So it starts with a feeling, right? And unknowingly, you Jakes are actually you actually adore or love these deities in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you make a logo, right, on your the OVO logo, and you put it as an owl, right, and and you're doing it for that purpose of left hand spiritual blessings, you're reverencing Molech,
Yeah.
which in turn you're reverencing Satan, right? You even went so far as to put his image on your logo, right? When you put up the devil horns, you're reverencing them by throwing up their symbol,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're not building an image to them, but you're throwing up their symbol using using your hands to cast that spell upon people.
Ooh.
So these things are not taken lightly by Yahweh Shem El Shai. These things all mean something, and the thing is that these people are not ignorant to what they're doing. Okay, they're not ignorant. because they let them know. They let them know what's up.
Yeah.
By the time they go through them doors, by the time they get to that fame, no one got that fame and that power and all that influence. But I didn't know this was what it was about. They all are told what this is about.
Yeah.
You know, they're explained very clearly. This is what it's about, right? They can't play stupid to that. It's a willing choice that they're making to go through those doors. All right, go ahead, bro.
He presents that in the same way that he's going to present the MOTB, man, because these Jakes that because the MOTB is an idol as well, man, and so these Jakes that have went and took that oath to Satan, like you said, they're explaining thoroughly what you're about to do before you do it. And Esau, they want you to denounce the Lord as you do that. All right. So these Jakes afterwards, try to, get remorseful. They'll, make the videos crying. I didn't know I was going to have to do this. And I shouldn't have sold my soul and all that. But the Lord warned you. This is why we have the scriptures. We have the instructions on what not to do. But our people, they're so, gung-ho about trying to escape the curses that they don't even think about that, because a point you made earlier, our people don't think about the future consequence, man. They think they're trying to get the here and now. All right. And this truth is all about teaching you about delayed gratification, man, and letting the Lord work, man. Our people, they're not patient. That's why, early on before this shit really blew up. You want to say something?
No, I want to get a scripture based on what. Keep going. I want to get a scripture based upon what you just said.
Because pretty much, like a lot of times how, Esau was able to enamor Jake, early on with the music like that, was, the drug dealing aspect, using that for example, to where, Jake, we're under the curses, obviously. So we're struggling to try to, make ends meet. So Jake will hear these rappers talk about how they sold dope, they sold crack to their auntie and all that bullshit. And so Jake will use that as a means. Okay, let me go do this instead of praying to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah and letting the Lord perform His work for you, man. And so these are ways how Esau has taught our people on how to worship Satan, man. And we're at the point now where it's just outright. Before it was covert. It was wink wink, ha ha. I'm doing this, but you don't really know. But now they're telling you out in the open, like, yo, we worship Satan, And so this is why, as Israelites, man, we are to separate ourselves from the world, man. You got niggas like Sakari that's trying to bring, this type of culture into the body, man. Gang culture. This nigga, bro. You got fucking machine guns at the Passover, bro. That's nigga. You still acting like a nigga. You never was reborn, man. But that's all thanks to hip hop, man. But that's a whole different story, though, man. All right.
Right. This is the scripture I wanted to get real quick. This is Sirach 7 and verse 36. It says, "Whatsoever thou takest in hand, remember the end." Ooh. So whatever you take, you got to remember what comes with that, right? Because Esau ain't gonna give nothing for nothing, bro. Right. So why is he giving me this deal? Why is he offering me this money? What right? What benefit does he get? Right? And thou shalt never do amiss. All right. So you got to always remember when you take something, you got to remember the end of it. Okay. And that's what these Jakes didn't remember. And that's why P. Diddy now, look, he's out there. Right. Because they got the files. They have the files on him. They have the files. They have the video. They have the records on him. Right. So he's basically at the will of Esau Edom, because they got him. They got him by ball and chain. And he started to do the same thing that he followed Esau and did that same thing to these dudes out there.
Exactly.
That's why he could when he goes to the drink chaps, he was talking all that gay shit to them, and no one dared tell him nothing. Fabulous was sitting there quiet like a mouse, man, very humble. I never seen those guys so humble, man. Why? Because they know he got videos on their ass, man.
Like you said, man, you party with Diddy, man.
That's right.
Done.
That's right. That's right.
But going into what happened at them parties, man. Like I said, this is an age-old practice with Israel, man. Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon 14. I'm gonna read this in the GNT. I'm gonna start at verse 22. It says,
Salakia. Okay, after you read that, I just want to read the brother Pillar Benjamin's scripture. He has a bunch of scriptures here.
God, no, go ahead.
After you want to read it now? Okay, I'll read it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
This brother been here. Okay, I'll read some of the scriptures. It says Deuteronomy 4 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it." That's it. All right. Continuing on, it says, "Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people." Right. And
Right.
they're doing the opposite of that. And it says they did not, right? They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. There we go. Last one. It says Psalms 106 and 36. It says, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Oh my goodness. See, this is a snare, what they're doing. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. Oh, hold on. These niggas be sacrificing their sons and daughters right now.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. What's his name? Will Smith. Right? Dwayne Wade. With a Michael Jordan sacrificed his pops. Right? So all these guys.
Let's say Jennifer Hudson murked the whole family.
Oh, yeah, she killed the whole family. The N-Dub is evil. You know, the N-Dub saying, I want all them blessings. Right? She got a TV show. She got all these different things. She got a Weight Watchers deal. She got everything.
Yeah.
You know? She should be irrelevant. The way her career's been going, she should actually be irrelevant. But she got a show. She got this. She got that.
She's definitely not known for her music because she ain't got. I bet you can't name one song that she did now.
Right. So why is she still here?
Yeah. But I wanted to add because that you can actually go down to verse 39 in that Psalm 106 because that's a good chapter. That's actually a good alley-oop to this Wisdom of Solomon 14.
Okay.
Because that gives the overview, and then this actually goes into detail of what was being done.
Okay, you said read down to 109. Oh, let me see.
Psalms 106 and 38 and 39, just to add to what the brother put up.
Okay, I'm gonna read it again and go all the way down for you. Okay. This is Psalms 106 and 36. It says, "And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them."
Matter of fact, Baba Kushai, go up to 34.
Khan. It says, verse 34. It says, "They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works."
Right, because just speaking on that part, when the Lord, like He told us, when He gave us the land, we were supposed to destroy the heathen all out the land, destroy their groves, take all the remnant of the heathen out the land when we took that over. But what Jake would do, they would, secretly, keep some of the idols. They wouldn't completely, get rid of, the heathen's presence there. So eventually that, began to creep up, amongst the nation where you had a lot of Jake that was serving the Lord, but then secretly serving these idols too, man.
Right.
So that's why the Lord ended up punishing us and mixing us amongst the heathen.
Right. It says, "But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works, and they and by the way, the Lord left them there to try us." Right. Yeah. When we were in the land of Egypt, He left them there so He could prove us to see if we would really basically sell out.
Yeah.
Right. It says, "And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils." Okay. "And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan." And that's who was amongst us when we were in the land of Egypt. It was in the land of Israel, excuse me. It was Canaan, right? The Canaanites. "And the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works and went a whoring with their own inventions."
Yeah. So that's still being done right now, man.
That's right.
So I'm gonna read this in Wisdom of Solomon 14:22 in the GNT. It says, "One thing led to another. It was not enough to be wrong about the knowledge of the Most High. They lived in a state of evil warfare but they were so ignorant that they called it peace. And that's what's going on right now. Because you got our people thinking that this life is normal. You know, you seeing Jay-Z on TV throwing up the Vespa Pisces.
Yeah.
Jake think that's something cool, but you don't understand. This is spiritual warfare that we're in right now, man. You know, all the works of enchantments is being sent up, and Jake not even realizing it, man.
Hold on, brother. You got people that don't even do music throwing up the rock sign. When did you join Rockefeller? Right? People don't ask, when did these niggas get signed to Rockefeller, man? Everyone's throwing up the sign. I said, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's a ritual, man. And you got these rappers, they're throwing up the Baphomet sign. That's a rock and roll. Well, the elder Romeo was saying that the other day. We were talking. He's like, wait, that used to be a rock and roll thing. What are all these rappers throwing up the rock and roll sign? Because they were trying to merge that type of energy, which they already did. They merged that energy that they had with rock, because rock was always known to be a devil worshiping music genre. When Esau took it over, they tried to merge that into rap. And I remember when they were doing that, when I was coming up in high school and things of that nature. Jim Jones kept wearing the skull chains. They had was that Wiz Khalifa? He had that song, like a rock star, like a rock star.
No. That was a one-hit wonder, nigga. That wasn't Wiz though. I know you're talking about.
Okay, that was a one-hit wonder. Yeah. Right. So that era, you know what I mean? So anyway,
but now it's even worse now, because you got the niggas like Lil Uzi Vert. You know, that whole emo rap era, that was pretty much where they fully fused that, you know, type of music into hip hop. You got that, like, all them overdoses for them niggas that was, you know, Triple X, Tentacion, Little Peep, and all these weirdo ass niggas. You know, Cameron with the pink, you know, but those are all enchantments that was being sent up through hip hop, because like I said earlier, hip hop was a psyop by these devils to infiltrate the black community, or all Jake, but you know, using Judah as the main source, because we know the tribes follow after everything that Judah do, man. You know, so like I said, it's spiritual warfare, man. But they think this is normal. This is just black culture. Nah, nigga, this is witchcraft, man.
Yeah, it's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. But you see, the thing with Cameron, he made everything look fly, brother. He made that pink look fly. He made everything look fly. He made that shit look fly, brother. Everything he did. You know, man. So that's why they have to use Jake. You know,
I had a pink polo with that nigga, man.
Man, the hat, the fur hat with the mink. Oh goodness,
that shit was hard. But like you said, hey, niggas made that shit cool. Like a lot of these fashion styles that these niggas was wearing, it was girl clothes. Them belt, the designer belts. A lot of those, you know, the clothes, it's all, you know, women clothing, man. And then when you find out all the fucking major clothing, you know, designers is all modes, and Jake hanging with them. So what's that telling you what's being done?
Wow, that's it.
Come on, man. So continuing on, verse 23, it said they murdered children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. That not what we've been talking about, man? That's what's going on at the Diddy parties, man. That's what's going on when you seeing these rappers partying with these fucking millionaires like Rick Rubin. This nigga doing damn man sandwiches with these niggas and shit, man. What the hell is a so-called street nigga gonna be doing?
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Salaki, brother. I hate Meek Mill. That nigga's a real fucking. Dude is a weak individual in the spirit, bro. He's weak. Okay, he gotta talk all that tough talk shit. And this nigga, Rick Rubin was his name. Rick Rubin. He had him doing the bunny hop and all this shit. Right? He was crying on Twitter about how they're screwing me over. I try to do business with these guys and I try to be cool with them and they're screwing me over. But how come he's like, if this was the streets, they would have been dead already. Something like that. So why he can't have the same energy for Esau, man?
Nah.
So he's subservient to these Edomites, man.
Because if he try to, you know, do something, hey, they're gonna hit Rick Ross. Hey, drop the tape. We all remember that video when he signed the MMG. And that nigga was all sweaty at the table, man. So we already know what's up with that, man. You know, you niggas is disgusting, man.
Yeah, all right? That's right.
It says, they no longer kept their lives nor marriages pure. And that's why you see situations like Will Smith. How he got emasculated in front of the whole world through that witch, Jada Smith, man. Jada Pinkett Smith, man. You know, and they made adultery, you know, popular. But we know behind the scenes, these niggas is swinging. These niggas is popping each other. That's why you think all these women are getting passed around by the same nigga. The same
Yep.
niggas is fucking. It's like niggas is fucking the same girls, man. You know.
Yep.
It says, a
And
man might.
these women gotta have to do something deeper, because for women to do the things that they do to women do these types of deal with other women, lick other women. That's not for these women. The average woman does that, right?
Yeah.
So they gotta go deep. They gotta be bringing in animals, and you know, it gotta be a lot of wickedness going on in there, man.
Yeah,
You know?
they all they hoes is getting abused. That's why, really, like an example of that is this is why you got Dudu Dubai, man.
Yep.
Those women that
I was
goddamn
thinking about that.
go to
Yep.
Dubai and let them nasty ass Ishmaelites piss and shit on them, throw up on them,
Yeah.
you know, for all that money, and then they get on Instagram flexing like they did something. No, bitch, you disgusting. It's all
That's right.
these so called beautiful women, which them bitches do be
Yep.
bad, but
Yeah.
knowing what they did to get that, man, that
Yeah.
makes you ugly, man.
That's
Your
right.
spirit's ugly, man.
That's right.
It says a man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. Everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages. It says adultery and immorality. The worship of idols whose names should never be spoken is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil. And that's what our people are indulging in, man. The rituals that they have to participate in causes them to do everything that we just read, man. That's how they continue to get blessed on this side, man. All right, which is why the Lord's going to destroy these niggas for this shit, man. You got it, bro.
Yeah, con. And it's just low integrity, man. Matter of fact, let's look. I know the meaning of the word integrity, but let's look it up in the Webster dictionary real quick. The
Con.
word integrity, because these dudes, the bottom line is they lack integrity, man. And the reason I really don't like that Meek Mill character, man, because I remember even with that whole beef with Drake, right? Integrity, right? He basically, they were telling him, the fans were telling him, oh, you know, Drake killed you on that verse. He did better than you on that verse. One of the songs that they did, you know. He's like, you keep telling me this nigga's better than me. Oh, you didn't know he had a ghostwriter, but they were supposed to be friends,
Yeah.
right? And he went and exposed them like that because people thought he had a better verse. So after that, I said, this guy has a real low. This is not a real friend to anybody. You understand? So, but then you see him when he gets around Rick Rubin. You see how he acts when he gets around these different people. When he's around Diddy was calling him daddy in the pool. Oh, I like the way you do that, daddy. And you know, you're sitting there in the pool looking all soft, right?
But you're a homo thug. But see,
that's right.
Esau's been telling us that these things are like that. That's why, you know, the Boondocks was such a heavy show for Jake earlier when it came on, because they told you, Gangstalicious, they told you that all these niggas is gay, because that Gangstalicious was them making fun of 50 Cent, man.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. It says,
you know, he a boat. It say Box told you how she played with his ass, man. So come on, man.
It says this is the integrity. So like it's the integrity of the word integrity means the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles.
Yep.
Moral uprightness. See, they don't have strong moral principles, man. Okay. It says the state of being whole, undivided. Right. Going back to the word integer. Right. So it means you're not partial. You know, you don't say one thing and then do the other. You're not a hypocrite. Okay. See, that's what these guys are. They're hypocrites. They're acting like they didn't do what they did. You know. Yeah, right. You know. So this is what they do, and then they try to cover it up. I got money. Money doesn't. That's nothing. Money is nothing. Money doesn't make you a man. Money doesn't make you a woman. Money doesn't make you righteous or right or good in any way. Okay. The people that have the most money in this earth are the most murderous, the scumbags,
insecure,
insecure. They sacrifice children. So how is that a gauge for what's successful? So like, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, if I can ask you, because the scriptures tell you that money is a defense, but money is also it can be used as a defense, you know, for wickedness, man. Because that's one thing that the niggas will say when they get exposed. Well, I got money, nigga. I'm richer than you, but nigga, you still a faggot.
That's right.
You still, you know, You ain't all the way there, bro. You let a man run up your backside, bro. You not money don't mean shit, bro. We know you now.
Right.
You know?
That's right. This is Proverbs 11:4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath,
Exactly.
but righteousness delivereth from death." So we're gonna see you guys when this whole society crashes and your bank account is basically at zero, because all you are gonna be on the same level in the times to come, man. We're gonna see how that money delivers you, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why Yahweh Shem Shai is exposing all these celebrities like he is, man. You know, because
Mhm.
number one, you had within the last, I say about 3, maybe 4 years, all these rappers that's being, killed, you know, that right there is letting you know that there's something going on, because all those aren't just so-called, overdoses and niggas just randomly getting shot. A lot of those are so-called blood sacrifices, because these niggas either they weren't complying, or like it was brought out. A lot of these dudes get off because the people that's above the food chain, use them as sacrifices, man. You know,
Yeah.
so that's a lot of that weakness is being brought out now, because Yahweh Shemal Shah, like you mentioned earlier, all right, he has to bring all this to light before he brings judgment, man.
Yeah. And like that guy, like this dude, Lil Durk. It's said that every time he has an album out, someone dies around him, and the album, and that album that comes in after that always does very well, right? So
Makes sense.
you see, but that's Chicago. Chicago's, it's easy to sacrifice people in Chicago. Which these brothers got some scriptures here. Right? You know what I'm saying? These brothers got some scriptures here. It says, this is us, Pillars of Benjamin. It says, Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 31 and verse 6. It says, "Gold hath been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present." That's it, right? Because they'll do anything for that money, the love of money, and they end up, doing things that are detrimental to their well-being. It says, this is Sirach 31 and 7. It says, "It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. Woo! And every fool shall be taken therewith." Right? Sacrifice for what? The gold. It says, "Blessed is the rich that is found without blemish and hath not gone after gold." Okay? This is.
I wanted to add to what the brother was saying, because dealing with that, when you broke down the word integrity, how you said it went to what was the word it came from? You said
A whole integer, which means whole,
integer,
a whole number. Yeah.
And so when these jakes sell out, they lose themselves, man. They're not whole anymore, man. Whether they lost their manhood, or they lost some part of them, by them doing that, they no longer are whole. All right, they don't have any integrity anymore, man. And it's all because of the money. Like the scriptures tell you, 1 Timothy, all right, for the love of money is the root of all evil. You hear Jake say that in the world, it's not money that's wicked, it's the love of money, because the love of that money, the lust of you wanting to be rich like that, you will literally do anything for that. That's what makes it wicked, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12 from the elder Yeremiah, GMS History of Yaquab. It says, "Wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but wisdom can save your life." There we go.
Heavy.
Right?
That's heavy.
So wisdom is above money, right? If you have money and wisdom, beautiful. But wisdom is above money. It's the greatest riches that you can possibly obtain. And these dudes, they sold out for riches that will perish in the times to come, man. And they all manner of wickedness they've done behind closed doors, and these things are coming out. And you, Jake, so-called Edomites, okay, you're fall guys for these Edomites. All right. So, you got any other scriptures, brother?
Okay. Was the one about the stars of heaven? We can cover that one.
Oh yeah, I had that one on deck too. Mark 13 and 25.
Okay.
You got it, or you want me to get it?
I get it.
Okay.
This is Mark.
Man, these Jake celebrities, man. You're going down with Esau, man.
That's right. You said Mark 13 and what? 25.
25.
All right, this is Mark 13 and 25. It says, "And the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken."
Right. So these celebrities, they're known as stars, right? They shine in the world. That's why when they go down, you go down to the Hollywood, you have the walk of what's it? The Hollywood
walk. It's like the Walk of Stars, whatever. I've seen
yeah.
that. It's literally the sidewalk. They'll take and put the stars in the sidewalk. I actually seen that with my own eyes. It was so-called cool, whatever. But yeah, that's their crown though, man.
Right. That's it. Right. So that's them, and you see all these celebrities, especially these Jake celebrities that are basically being exposed and their careers are being destroyed. Right. So we're in the last days, and when we see these people falling, hey, that's a good thing for us, because guess what? That means we're coming up. Right. They're coming from the top. We're coming from the bottom, but we're coming up because they're on their way down. You see a nigga like P. Diddy get taken down. That's
a big deal.
That's a big deal, man. That's a big nigga. Now they're looking at Jay-Z, looking at all these different Hey, you trust me, man. When they start going for the rest of these Jakes, hey, man, that shows you, man. As they go down, we go up. You're gonna see. Watch what the Lord does, man. Watch what the Lord does, man. He's gonna protect us in the times to come, man. Go ahead, bro.
I got two. First one, Daniel 12 and verse 3. In fact, I'm gonna start at 2. It says, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt." That's what's going on now, man. You got the elect waking up, all right, and Lord willing, and that's us waking up to eternal life, all right. And then you got some that's going, it says to shame and everlasting contempt. It says they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Because like you said, the stars of heaven, the stars of this world, they're falling.
That's right.
The stars of the elect, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, he's causing them to shine more and more. That's why, little by little, man, the prophets are becoming more reverenced, because it's we're on a come up when you got these actual celebrities watching and taking things from us, man. Because technically, through the spirit, we are the real celebrities, man. But we're not gonna get our fame here, man. We're gonna get our fame when Yahushua returns and he gets his glory first, man. Then we'll get all that,
That's right. Because Esau's messing with the views. We get more views than what Esau shows us. The apostles, the elders, everyone.
Hey,
even the brothers, they think they got 1-2 views. You got more. Go ahead.
Hey, now you took the words out of my mouth. You got it.
Right. Yeah. Brother got like 1 or 2 views. He thinks that nobody's watching. Oh, there's people watching, man. There's just Esau's messing with the damn views, man.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you got these, and when something major happens, man, certain major things happen. Guess who they're gonna be looking for? They're gonna be looking for the prophets, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
man. So brothers, that's in that predicament, man. Don't let that affect you, man. Keep pushing. Right. That one view might have been the view that woke him up or her up. You never know. So that's why you gotta, feed the flock, like Yahushua said, man. But I got this last one because it's dealing with you celebrities falling, man. This is Isaiah chapter 58 and was that it? They have made a covenant with death.
You're looking for disannulled?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Damn, I pray that all the time. I don't know why I can't remember that right now.
Okay, so that's this is Isaiah 28 and 18.
28, that's what it is, yeah.
Okay, this is Isaiah 28 verse 18, and it reads, "Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement," right? So the death and the hell, that's the tribulation that's coming. They think they made an agreement with Esau, so they're gonna be able to be passed from that hell, right? And the hell is not gonna hit them because they know things that's getting ready to come. They understand certain things.
Yeah.
Right. Even these low level. You think Jake is low level? Esau tells them certain things.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen the video, brother, where I don't know if he was the bodyguard of P. Diddy. He was a guy that was close to P. Diddy, but he said that before the towers went down, P. Diddy got a call to go to the towers and take the last photo. It's gonna be your last chance to take a picture. Right, the Twin Towers. And he said the day before, he said he went down there, they took a picture, and the next morning the towers were down.
Wow.
Right? Showing you that they really tell them shit. They tell them certain things, man. So that's why you got Rick Ross and shit. I got a bunker full of chicken wings. You simple-minded nigga. You know? Like, catch a heart attack in the bunker, and the elector's gonna pull up in there and take everything you got, man. It's your fat ass, man. Right? Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
But that makes sense, because these rappers will tell you in their song, like the shit that always, when I heard that verse when I was in high school, when Lil Wayne dropped that Rock album and that Dropped the World song, he was like, I know, so I know what they want to tell you. I hope you haven't sent and you hell proof, because these niggas know, they get told. And then he said another verse, and that No Love song with Eminem, I forgot how I worded it, but pretty much he said that all the answers in the Bible. I forgot exactly how he worded it, but they know. These niggas are made known. They're told that they're Israelites. They're told, about all that. So these Jakes, they're not stupid when they are doing these, these sacrifices, man. But that's going to be to their detriment, though, man.
That's right. So yeah, man. So it's a surprise, man. But when he said that, I said, damn, they really be telling these niggas shit. They really tell these dudes, because they're part of the Boule. They're part of these different organizations that under Esau. So they have their role. They're like their little pets. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it on that. You got something else, brother?
No, you can go down a little bit more. I think like 19 was the point.
Oh, Salakia. I didn't even finish that. Tripping. Okay. I'm tripping, brother. I just read the beginning of the scripture. I'm bugging, brother. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm bugging. With that, anyway, this is Isaiah 28:15. Isaiah 28:15. It says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we in agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through it shall not come unto us. For like we have made.
Like you said, they think that them making them backdoor deals with Esau is going to protect them from the judgment that's about to happen.
Right. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Yeah, that covenant that you made with the devil, man, that's not going to protect you, man. Because I believe that's Matthew 25 talks about that house being built on sand. That's your foundation is lies, man.
That's
and
right.
The scriptures are going to say, can you jump down like to verse 17?
17, Khan. I'll read through to 17. It says, therefore, thus saith, matter of fact, you want me to jump there, or you want me to read through?
You can jump. Yeah, because
okay.
We know what that's talking about, just for the time's sake.
Okay. Khan. This is Isaiah 20:17. It says, judgment also I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies. Beautiful. And the waters shall overflow the hiding place.
And we know that's talking about the truth. According to 2nd Ezra chapter 6, that talks about how the evil shall be quenched and deceit shall be put out. And the truth is flourishing, and it's sweeping away all those lies, man. And it's showing you that you celebrities sold your soul for nothing, because you niggas are going to be in the same predicament that we're in. But you're going to be worse, because you're not going to have a hedge to protect you from all the hell that Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to bring on the earth, man. That's why we can sit up here and call all you coon sellout niggas stupid, because you did all that shit for nothing, man.
Nothing. And there might be hope for some of you jakes that basically that you didn't sell out, and that you became those what they call the one-hit wonders, and you basically rejected what Esau offered. Right, to say now you're going to keep your integrity. There may be hope for some of you, but the rest of you that's in that industry, you're in that lifestyle, hey, just enjoy it, man, because that's about to come to an end.
That's right.
So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect.
One more verse.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. No, absolutely. Go ahead, bro. You could have 5 more verses.
I'm saying, you read down to 18, Salaki.
Oh, okay, kind, no problem. It says, this is verse 18. It says, and your covenant with death, right? We didn't even get the main part, my goodness. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
And that's why we said you niggas are stupid, because you're going to get the full brunt of Yahweh Shem Shai's anger because you sold out to Esau, man. All right?
That's right.
That covenant you made with the devil is not going to protect you, because you failed to realize that Esau is actually being used by the Most High to bring this hell upon you. So you made that backdoor deal, which really is going to end up fucking you over, man. You know? So at the end of the day, your judgment's sealed, because you made this your consolation prize, man. Like that nigga Drake had that stupid line talking about he couldn't see heaven being better than this. Well, nigga, you are very short-sighted, bro. Because the kingdom of heaven, the scriptures say, I have not seen nor ear have heard what the Lord has prepared for us, roughly paraphrasing, man. So if this is what you call heaven, where you gotta share bitches, you gotta, be told what you can and can't do, you gotta, live in this wicked ass life where you have to accept things that, we don't agree with, such as homoism and all these other shit, man. You can have this so-called heaven, man. We're waiting for the real heaven, man.
Well, he agrees with it though, brother, because he's a homosexual.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
He loves that. But they're bugged out. They're bugged the fuck out. But that's okay, man. Let them keep this place, man. Let them keep this place. They can have this place, bro. You know, it's on its way out any goddamn way.
That's right.
Anything else you want me to get?
That was it.
Okay, that's it. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bahakadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shalom. The water for the scriptures on the comment board.
Shalom. Yes, sir.